there's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Jimmy at Woodstock. Drum me around and go right for it. Shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Holding. Music keeps me on alone. You got the feeling. The music keeps me singing. Music keeps me dancing.
What is going on? Hello, hello, testing, testing.
Yo, what is good, my people?
Hello. So, I don't know if you guys can hear the quality, but I got. So basically, this week has been, personally for me, it's been good and bad. A lot of things happened. These past 2 weeks, actually, we haven't streamed in 2 weeks, right, Slaine?
No, I think it's only been 1 week. We missed last week because I had some adult life stuff going on,
Yeah, so did
and
I.
then the week before that, I got sick in the middle of the show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so we're here. Yeah, what's up, everybody? So, Slaine, how was your 2 week break from this show?
It was pretty rough actually. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life right now that I really can't just get into,
Yeah.
but I got some shit to deal with, and I'm kind of handling it the best I can. That's kind of the reason why I had to cancel last week's show.
Yeah, don't worry
But,
about it. Yeah, last week I was going through stuff too, but we're back, baby. And even if we're not at 100%, we're still going to try to entertain you. We're going to try to talk about these topics, get your opinion and all that. So, Slaine, you want to do the introduction, the little spiel you always do?
Boom! What is up, y'all boys? We back for another week episode of the Slaine and Slicer, the Slicer and Slaine show. You know, y'all tune in every Tuesday to come hear us talk our shit, give these hot takes, and kind of just set y'all up for real life, because you know we be saying all the shit y'all want to say and y'all just can't find no. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be another banger episode for this week, man. We got some pretty good topics to go on. A lot of shit happened in these past 2 weeks, and I got some choice words to say about a few of them.
Yeah,
So we're gonna
same.
get right into it.
And actually, before we get into it, I was just gonna say that shout outs to Beast Coast and EE for, I guess, sponsoring this video, because look at this. I'm sitting on the chair they got me. It's really nice. It's really comfortable. I'm using the mic, and I got the headset, wireless headset. So it's the first one I've ever gotten. So it's crazy. I feel so cool now. It's giving me more of a drive to stream, you know. So hopefully I can stream again tomorrow. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
Beast Coast EE, thank you so much for pimping out my stream. And yeah, let's just get right into it. One more little thing, sorry. Arnim, I see you in the chat. What's up, man? So in this, I don't know if this is your first time here. We usually talk about real life stuff, a little bit of Smash, but it's never like Smash, like, oh, what character is the best and all that. It's like controversies, dramas, maybe lessons we can learn from the Smash community, from your life. I believe that me and Slaine, Slaine and I, sorry, have a lot of knowledge when it comes to adulting in quotation marks.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you have any questions for us, if you're going through something, let us know in the chat. We can talk about it. But also, if you have any like specific questions not related to any of the topics, wait until the end of the show, and we can answer all that. So yeah, this week is going to be really good. So starting with number one. So this is a topic that I came up with because I feel like back in high school when I first made my first MySpace and Facebook account, I feel like I used to post way more and way more different stuff than today. So Slaine, you wanna talk about how, like, what kind of social media poster are you?
Come on, my dog.
Is that
Hey,
Josh?
open the doors. Yeah, open the doors and shit. Oh shit, Otis is in the chat. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, man?
What type of social media poster am I? I be talking to myself, honestly. Like a lot. A lot of the stuff I post is just stuff I want to get off my chest, and I'm not necessarily talking to anybody for the most part. But it's just stuff that I feel like I want to say and put out. And if that sparks a conversation or a response from anybody, then so be it. We can, we can talk about it. But my purpose and my intentions, for the most part, for pretty much a vast majority of the stuff I post, is just something that I just want to say.
But what, like for example, like I feel like everybody posts different stuff to different social media sites. Like for example, me, I like to post like my big accomplishments on Instagram, stuff that I really care about on Instagram. Then on Twitter, I
Okay.
just post random stuff. Not as much as you, but just a little bit. Facebook, I really stopped posting. I don't know why. It's just I feel like so many family members got a Facebook now that it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's kind of I don't know. That's how I feel. But you,
Okay,
what do
I see what you're saying.
yeah, what do you post in different stuff?
Okay, so for me is my Facebook is it's typically, like I said, things I want to show to my family, like my close friends, because I've gone into the habit of my on my Facebook, if we don't talk, I remove you as a friend, or like if you go 2 years and you don't say happy birthday to me, I remove you as a friend, because we're like, why are we friends on Facebook if we're not communicating? So yeah, Facebook is, for me, is generally things I want to show to my family, like pretty much all of like my military achievements, or whenever I'm doing the podcast and I want my family to come through, or if something's going on in my life and I feel like my family, like I will want my family to know that. Or even sometimes I post just random shit or memes or things I find funny, different things. And my target audience for that is like my family, and then the close friends to me who I've chosen to be that close. Now, I don't post on Instagram. I have one somewhere. It's in my pocket. It's in the closet. But I'm not really too big on photos. I take photos when opportunity presents themselves, but I've never really just been the type of person to just take a photo. I'm more of a in the moment type person. I'd rather have the memory than the photo. Sometimes I do the photo, but for me in general, like, just yeah, most times I'll just, like, if I do something or if I'm chilling somewhere, um I'll just be there. I don't really take a photo. And then there's the cesspool of Twitter, because I post just random shit on Twitter, like I said, because I'm not talking to anybody in particular on Twitter. I'm just talking out loud, and if it sparks a conversation, then we can do that. But for the most part, yeah, Twitter is just like, oh, if I'm upset about Smash, I post that. If I'm upset about life, I post that. If I'm feeling really black today, I post that. Or if I see black people doing well, I post that. Just whatever I feel like I just want to express or say, that's what I post on Twitter. And then, like I say, if it happens to spark a conversation, I'm down for that, because I got a huge opinion, and I love learning other people's perspectives too about that. So if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. But for the most part, I'm my audience. Like I'm posting this stuff just to get it off my chest.
Yeah, and I do notice that, and I respect that honestly because a lot of people just go on social media and try to compare themselves. Um, I don't know, like belittle themselves sometimes. But if you're posting like what you like and what you want, and you don't care really for the likes, then you have
Mm-hmm.
more fun with social media that way. But hey, what's up, Hunter?
Yeah, bro.
It's
What's up,
boss
man? We see
time.
you in the chat.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah, man. I do feel like there's a good number of people who post on social media just for that validation factor, where they want to be popular, they want to have all of the followers, they want to get all of the likes and the engagement. They want people to see them doing and saying whatever they're doing and saying, and they appreciate that feedback from those people seeing and doing what they're saying.
Yep.
But I'm just not that type of person. So I don't care about the likes or the what's it the fame. I just post what I post because I want to post it. But there's no. I'm not the type to need that feedback that other people do.
Yeah, I see that. Odorisk. Yeah, I guess
For me to know.
you got to notice him.
I'm
Hold on,
sorry, man.
I'm gonna crack open a cold one. Listen to this. Let's go.
I'm sorry, Otis, man. I didn't see it. I really don't. Let's say as much time as I be on social media, I really don't pay attention to it. Like I'll kind of just quick scroll through. If I see a meme, I like it. If I see a photo that catches my attention, I'll like it. If I see like posts like words, I don't really read them. I'll just kind of scroll through them unless I see something that just catches my attention off the back. Like typically stuff like involving like black people or black women, people suffering or politics, just things that are just attention grabbing. But probably for the most part, if you posted something older, it was most likely about I'm saying your life or your travels or something. And I probably read it, just scrolled through it without noticing it.
No, I think
I,
he's just playing, but
that's
yeah,
that's me being a bad friend. I'm sorry. All right,
no, he's a homie. Odorisk is a homie.
that's the homie.
Human Hunter, I do remember actually. That's our number 4 topic, so it's coming up. Um, not that deep, man. Yeah. You actually Odorisk, you just reminded me of something. So I don't know if you guys saw it on Twitter. It was huge. It was pretty popular. 2 weeks ago, there was somebody made a tweet, and then the tweet said something like, "I can't believe people are like this," and it was a screenshot of somebody else DMing that person saying, "Hey, why did you unfollow me? What did I do wrong? What can I do so that other people don't unfollow me like you did?" And it's like, bro, it's just an unfollow. Don't take it personally, you know?
Like, come on, bro. It's not that serious. Like, I didn't vibe with your posts, so I unfollowed you. So it's like, if you feel the need to change your entire life and vibe and the way you post just because one person unfollowed you, well, you're not gonna get very far in life.
Yeah, and I think the person was an Instagram influencer. So I think those people, that's their work. That like they just farm likes, they just want likes. So I get that kind of, but it's still super weird as a human to tell another human that like why'd you unfollow me? It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's fucking crazy, man. People, I'm saying, I don't need that validation, so it's crazy to me. But
and I don't know what happened to me, but I used to post a lot on, like I said, on Facebook back in the day, back in high school, MySpace, and now
hmm
but I think it is because I got so many family members now. They evolved. They're going to Facebook, and now they're going to Instagram, and then I think Snapchat is gonna be next, and then Twitter is gonna be like in 10 years, but they're gonna get there. It's kind of awkward. Like if your family members always see your posts, your tweets. Personally, I feel like it's awkward, but maybe you don't feel the same way because you said that you post for your family on Facebook.
yeah, I post them on Facebook. My family members have no idea I have a Twitter. Well, they know I have it, but for the most part, I don't have any family members who follow me on Twitter. I hide my screen name on Twitter, on Facebook until I die. All right, I think I might have slipped up a few times and leaked it on there, but anybody followed me who I know, but they might be lurking. But yeah, for the most part, I keep my Twitter away from my family because I say some stuff on there that I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm not proud of, but I post some stuff on there that I don't want to talk about too much.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. Especially Twitter, which is like NSFW posts sometimes.
That before what? All right, man. We gonna get there. We gonna get there.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Yeah,
there.
man. Like, let's see. Not the NSFW stuff. Well, before it came on Twitter, it was on Tumblr, and I didn't ever make a Tumblr account. But after the Tumblr exodus, all of that stuff came over to Twitter because Twitter was supporting like free form speech and creativity and stuff. So I appreciated that Twitter did that. And then I'm a guy, so I'm not gonna turn down titties. Like so, it's like all of the it started with Patreon. Like all of the Patreon girls came over from Tumblr. All of the artists, like the hentai artists and the pornography like photographers, everybody like it all migrated to Twitter.
Yeah.
So that's when Twitter really just blew up. Like Twitter had always been the platform where you could just come and say some wild shit and be popular
Yeah.
and talk to people. But after that exodus from Tumblr, where now it became the platform for people to come and just be just raw themselves and uncensored.
That's
And
true.
that's me on my Twitter. Like I'm me, I'm raw and I'm uncensored on my Twitter. But on my Facebook posts, it's like saying like my family sees that, potential job employers they see that, like specifically they look for your Facebook. So I try to keep that area in a way where I wouldn't feel defensive talking about it to anybody who would see it. So I keep my Facebook in a way to where I wouldn't get defensive to my family and future employers. And then Twitter, anybody who's on Twitter knows what Twitter is. So if you're looking at my Twitter, you come with the mentality like, yeah, this is some Twitter shit. So you don't hold it against me.
Yeah. Also, shout outs to Odoris, your dad, dude. Your dad is super famous. I remember going to your house. I thought I was in a whole mansion,
19K, damn.
a celebrity's house. Dude, he's a big deal. Do you know who he is, Slaine?
No.
So his dad worked on Star Wars games. So
Oh, that's sick, bro.
yeah, he's like one of the main guys who made the Star Wars games. So shout outs to Mr. Odoric's dad.
Let's go, Papa Odorous.
Oh, just one Star Wars game? I mean, that's enough to get you that giant mansion.
Hey,
So yeah,
Like, that's all it took, bro. It's just that's the break that a lot of dudes are looking for in their life. Like, if I could just do one thing and be well off, I would absolutely do it.
mm-hmm.
Like, if I could just do this podcast and be able to afford a nice house and have
Oh,
a
yeah.
family, like, absolutely.
That's the dream. But I feel like me and you are on the same page. We're both up. We're both realistic. Like right now, we have 8 people watching, and we super appreciate everybody. And honestly,
I love everybody.
yeah, we're not doing it to get more people. We're doing it for the people who are here. Like I feel that's how I feel.
I would say, man, what's up, Debo? My entire streaming is built like on that concept because I don't stream for an audience at all. I remember the first time I set up my stream, right? I was playing this game called S4 League, and I had like 0 viewers for the longest, but I did not care about the viewers or like I didn't care about building the audience pretty much. All I cared about was having fun and doing it on stream. And I would go back, man, I would watch my old VODs and I was like, man, I was having so much fun. Look at my face. Like I could see my own enjoyment and that gave me like joy. And I enjoyed that feeling. So I just kept streaming. I would go back, watch my VODs, joy. I would stream, go back, joy. And that cycle for me that's why I love streaming. That's why I love doing what I do and like being on cam, playing games and talking to people and stuff. Because I go back and then I see what I was doing and that brings me joy. That's just so fire. Where's the guest? Ain't no guest, B. It's me. I'm the guest. I'm 2 niggas right now. That's me.
Yeah, Irvin couldn't make it. Maybe next week. Yeah. So going back to something that Arnim said, actually, he says that he wants to take more pictures because he regrets not taking enough pictures throughout his life. And honestly, that's something you hit up right before because you said that you're in the live in the moment person. But I would like honestly, I personally am the opposite, or maybe in the middle, because I love to take pictures with people. Whenever we're hanging out, I just take a quick selfie with people, or whenever we're taking a shot, I love to record it for myself because I love to look back on those times. Maybe it's because I feel like my memory is good when it comes to certain stuff, but when it comes to remembering exact memories, exact dates that I did something, I honestly I'm really bad with that. But when I look back at the pictures, I'm like, oh, I remember that, and that's why I love taking pictures. And I'm a picture person, I guess. Not I don't take selfies, just me. I always take pictures with people. If you guys have noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Toast. Hey, what's up, Toast?
Yeah,
Here's a
hydrate for toast.
drink for you.
Yeah, man. I say if you want to take more pictures, Arnim, definitely like do it, man. Like just take as many pictures for every single moment that you can just bear for yourself.
Oh shoot,
That's it.
Dicho with the
Hey,
dehydrate.
with the dehydrate, what?
Oh
What
dang.
on stream?
Oh shoot, I gotta take a shot. Hold on.
Oh,
You
we
want to
can
move on
stay
to the
in.
next question? Actually, uh,
Uh,
let
I'm
actually this actually goes into the next question. Hold on. So, are you done talking about the number one, or can we move on?
Oh, okay, let me finish this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just if you want to take my pictures, man, absolutely do that. I wouldn't say I regret not having a photo album for myself, but um, because it's not something that I want, but it's something I want to give as a gift. Because I know my father loves pictures of his children. My mother loves seeing pictures of her children. My grandmother loves seeing pictures. So what I want to do is whenever I take pictures, I'm usually doing it as a gift for them, because I'm gonna work it into something that I'm gonna give to them. So I don't really take the pictures for me, but I take the pictures because I like giving people joy, and the pictures give joy to those people. So I'll give them. But yeah, man, do that shit. Take all the pictures, man.
I
Get really good at pictures. On Skillshare, I think there's a free course on like um photography that teaching like angles and perspective, things like that, and how to take just really good pictures, good quality pictures.
yeah,
So
Adnim is
yeah, man, do
actually
that shit.
Adney's a photographer. He's really good at pictures.
Oh, let's go.
And with what you said right now, my mom is the exact same way. Or at least I would think she is because so her birthday, her 50th birthday was this past week, and for a gift, I gave her this photo album with all of our family pictures, and she loved it. So, your grandpa and my mom, and I think most as you grow older, maybe you appreciate those family moments. Maybe that's why. But all right, Ticho, this is for you,
Let's
and
go.
I'm using the Game of Thrones shot cup.
I can't really just do a drum roll, so this is the best I can do. Just gotta hit the boomer.
I got the Baratheon one.
Oh, GG's.
Yeah. But all right. Hey, Ticho, let's go. I don't even.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
no problem.
All right, let's roll into this second topic. So this was kind of fire. It's an IRL versus online persona, kind of like how some people are really like just I don't want to say fake,
Hmm.
but there's a glaring difference between who they are and who they cast themselves.
Yeah, I can think
This
of
is
a few
something.
examples.
This is something I got a huge problem with. All
Hmm.
right, because we live in a digital age where a lot of um influence is done like it's not in a non-social way, it's an indirect social way. So like social media, television, radio, podcast, like there are so many different ways for people to project a version of themselves into the world that doesn't match who they are when they're not trying to project. And I got a problem with that,
Yeah, me too.
because it teaches future people that that's okay when it's really not.
It creates this generation of fake people in a way, if that makes sense. Because it makes them think that social media is what determines their self worth, and that's not true at all. But I came up with this topic because I have a lot of examples. I don't, of course, I'm not going to say names,
I'm
but
not talking talk shit. Talk your shit.
no,
I
no,
need the Carfax. Who we talking about, Ozzy?
I need to take more shots for that.
Who is we talking about? Show me the Carfax. I need the receipts. I need give me the screenshots, everything.
um, I can DM you after the show. Expose me. Actually, Debo. Uh, no, Debo in a way, but not. This isn't. I was not thinking of you. But you,
Yeah, but we already had our talk about
yeah, we
your online
we're done
version
with.
of yourself.
Yeah, you know what we said to you, so we're done with that. But it's not about you. This one's not about you. It's about other people in the Smash community that I
Who?
know, especially in San
Who?
Diego. Not
Who?
not too many.
Who?
I'll DM you later.
Who? Come on, man.
But hear me out. So what they do is okay, if you go on Twitter, check all the SD peeps, you'll see who I'm talking about maybe. But they post so much on Twitter, and then it's like in real life, you come up to them, "Hey man, what's up?" And they're just like a robot. Hi, 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 hello, hi, hi, hi. And then on Twitter, they're all like, "Oh yeah, I just had the best day ever. I love my dudes. It was nice to see everybody." But in real life, at the tournament, they're just there at the corner. They're just looking around. It's I hate those kind of people, and it's not like you can tell them to their face because that's kind of rude. But that's why I'm not saying names.
Is this about a certain um, player who also plays and commentates for Arms?
Well, no, he's not even San Diego, and no, it's not about him.
No, okay, I'm not good.
No.
But yeah, man. Well, I will say, like, yes, especially in the Smash scene where you have these people who are like, just because they're good at the game, they get popular, and now that they're popular, they get a following, and as a result of that following, they feel this need to project a version of themselves that their following would appreciate. So they end up projecting a version of themselves that isn't really who they are, trying to appease their following. If you catch the full
Mhm.
circle, and I don't like that. That's kind of a reason that I shy away from a few players. Like I said, a few players in the Smash communities, specifically top players, and it also contributes to a reason that I appreciate certain top players. Like like well, not even like a top player. Like like me and TK. Me and TK are like we're pretty cool to a degree.
You're gonna
Shut
come.
up.
You're gonna.
No, I'm sorry, even with EE.
You want me to expose
Like,
you?
chill. Uh, like even with like EE, like I could walk up to either of them. They know me, like they see me enough by face where I can just walk up to them, shake their hand, start a conversation, and it's not weird. But I'm saying that process of starting that conversation and then that conversation, they'll project a part of themselves to me that they think that I like, right? And then after I leave, they continue being that same person, and that's what I appreciate because it's like it makes them, in my eyes, it makes them a good person
Yeah.
because I don't have to worry about you talking to me one way, and then next thing you know, you're on Twitter. That man, all these gyms walking up to me and shaking my hand like we cool or something. Like,
You know what story I'm gonna tell them, right?
yes, bro, I know what story you're gonna
But
tell about. I'm chilling with TK, and then he left, right?
bro,
What, bro?
so let me just say it from my perspective because I actually saw you hanging out with TK, but the other guys didn't. But basically, guys,
You've been letting me hang for 3
Yeah.
years.
I never told them.
You
I
trash.
never told them.
You all right? Tell the story.
So basically, we were at one of the tournaments. I forgot which one. Do you remember which one?
I want to say it was like Prime Saga or
Yeah,
Chaos.
probably Prime Saga. So we're in the group chat. We're all like, "Hey, let's go eat. Let's go eat." And then we're like, "Slaine, where you at?" Because we all came in the same carpool. Slaine, where you at? Let's go eat. And then Slaine is like, "Oh, I'm chilling here with TK, with my buddy TK." And then we're like, "Really?"
Did I say my buddy?
I don't know, something like that. I don't know. But he's your buddy, isn't he? He's your friend.
Yeah, we cool.
Yeah. So I looked over. I saw you hanging out with him. But then as soon as you posted that, I feel like he said goodbye to you. Like you guys fist bump and he left. And then everybody
Yeah.
turned around. They saw you alone sitting on the chair. It was so funny. They were like, "No, you're not, Slaine. You're alone." It was so
Bro,
funny.
all right. So this story had so much circumstance. All right, so this is what happened. Before this, me and TK were playing. It was. Let's see. Yeah, he was. This is Smash Ultimate. I want to believe. No, because he went to go play with Senpai. So this is Smash 4, I think. So this is still back in Smash 4.
No,
I
no,
wanna
no, no,
say.
no. This is Ultimate Prime Saga.
Was it Ultimate?
Because Senpai got canceled last summer. So yeah, it's Prime Saga, 2019.
Okay. Yeah, so me and TK were playing, right? And then after we stopped playing, because a match came on that he wanted to watch because it was a Wii Fit trainer playing. So we sat down and we watched this match, right? And we're just chilling, talking about just random shit and the set. And then y'all pop in the group chat, hey, where we gonna eat? that message, like that conversation was like a 5 minute long conversation because the group can never decide
Yeah.
where they want to fucking eat. So that conversation went on for a while. And then once we agreed upon it, it was like, okay, let's meet up. Where we at? At that exact moment, the set ended. So TK was like, all right, I'm gonna go find Senpai and warm up. Peace. So we fist bumped. And that's the moment I was like, oh yeah, I'm chilling. No, it was like a little bit before that. I was like, I'm chilling with TK, we watching the set. And then he's like, all right, I'm gonna go. The set ended. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go find Senpai. And he bounced. And then everybody turned around, they're like chilling with TK. And they took a picture. And it's just my do rags just sitting there by myself in an empty chair. Because TK literally just left. And nobody fucking believed me. And you saw me this whole time.
I never told them.
You just let everybody believe I'm just sitting there by myself. Trash.
Dang, I get we went far away from the from the topic, but it's you guys have to hear that story. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, that was a fucking hilarious story, bro. I was a victim of circumstance because literally the set ended, he left, and that message all came through like in the same like small window time frame, and it was just perfect enough to make me look fucking stupid.
But yeah, guys in the chat, have you guys noticed that some people act way different online than they do in person? And if you do, like, do you hate that? Because I don't know. I feel like if you are someone like that, you're gonna hang out with people who are like that, and I don't know. It's kind of annoying and weird to me. And like Slaine said, this happens a lot in the Smash community because people are so like shy and they create this following, and they don't know how to handle fame. I guess fame in a way. They got so many followers, and they feel like those followers feel like that person is the same as they are online and offline. They're the same person, and sometimes they're not. And then I don't know. It's something to think about when you meet somebody, when you become friends. And this happens a lot with top players because, like we said, they have so many followers, and they want to keep those followers. So they post a bunch of stuff on Twitter, trying to act cool, and then in person they're all just shy, and I don't know.
You want to know? Ooh, You want to know who's a good example of this being like a different person IRL and online? Sky Williams. Because online, that nigga was just super happy-go-lucky gay dude. He had a huge following. He was a super nice person and super relatable. Like it was impossible to hate Sky just based on what you saw from his like YouTube and Twitch content. And then you find out like in real life.
Oh yeah.
He's like the worst person ever. Like all of his friends hate him after like a certain amount of time, and he's running this fucking sex ring out of his house and breaking people's shit.
Yeah, that was crazy to find out. Wait, Phoenix? Wait, what's up, man? Why didn't the Pimp My Stream give like? I feel like you're not done with that sentence.
Yeah, I think you might have hit it too soon.
Yeah, but
yeah, retype that question while we keep talking. But yeah, man, it was like just super. Like I was so fucking shocked at that one. Like he was this he was a super nice dude online. He was just this great personality. It was a great projected personality. And then in real life, he's super lazy and he's just a terrible person. He's a terrible friend, a terrible human being all the way around.
Yeah,
and it's like how do you pull that mix up off? Like how can you be so trash and then pretend to be so nice and it be believable like that?
I actually wait. So Phoenix said a webcam, capture card, all that. So I mean, I'm not complaining. I got a gaming chair and I've never had one. I've never had a microphone. I got one. I've never had wireless headset and I got it. But I think it's because they had 3 winners, so they couldn't give everything. They couldn't give too much stuff to one person. You know, they spread it out between 3 people. But I'm happy with what I got. Like, shout outs to Beast Coast and EE. But EE actually, sorry, not EE. Sky Williams, I met him in real life. And this was back when I was a fan. I used to watch a bunch of League of Legends stuff. And that's how I know him, because he was like the guy for League of Legends content. And then I think it was at Thunder Studios. He was actually doing an interview at a Smash tournament. And yeah, he was just going around interviewing players and all that. And he had this bubbly, like he was on stream. It was all recorded. So he was all bubbly. He was all happy and all that. And then as soon as the camera cut off, like they would just, that smile would just wipe off their face. They'd be just like kind of mad and sad. I don't know. It was kind of weird to explain, but you could see it, you know. And I went up to him and I said, "Hey man," because this was before he got canceled. I was like, "Hey man, can I get a picture?" And he said, yeah. But it was like I thought he would be like, oh yeah, man, what's up? More bubbly, you know how he is, how I thought
Yeah.
he was, but he wasn't. But yeah, I guess it is fame. It does that to you, but also the fact that people, I don't know, he did have depression and all that, so maybe that kind of affected it. And now that we know all this stuff was happening at his house, maybe that had something to do with it too. But
I don't know, because I feel like all of that stuff that happened in his house was a direct result of his own action.
yeah,
Because it's like all of the people that were being hurt there, it was like they shouldn't have been there in the first place. And you, as a homeowner, like that's your responsibility. And then the people who weren't being hurt, like people who just lived there and just or just being good friends, well, Sky was abusing them one way or another, whether it's like money or psychologically, whatever. He was abusing them in some way. And then there was himself, where he's like, "Oh, I have like severe depression," and I don't want to minimize that or anything. As someone, I got my own depression shit to worry about, but there's only so much that you can blame on depression. It just seems like he had way too many issues resulting from his actions, and he's blaming all of his actions on depression to kind of parlay those consequences.
yeah, that could be it. Odorisk, yeah, I agree. Odorisk. People put, I think that's you would call a gym that somebody who puts top players at a pedestal, and they think, oh, I would love to be friends with this guy. I know this guy on a personal level, but you really don't. You just follow them on Twitter. But it does create that imaginary pedestal for them. It's like, you know, it's like, what's it called? There's a word for that. Like, starstruck in a way. Like, you feel starstruck and you feel like they're this god. But really, they're just a shy little 18-year-old who is really good at Smash. But then again, other people are really good at coming out of their shell. I don't know if you agree with me, but Tweak, in my opinion, he used to be one of those. I don't know him on a personal level, by the way, but he used to be one of those guys where he got famous too quick. He was really young, and then people would be disappointed to meet him in real life because he's very shy. But as he grew older, right now, I think he seems more social. Like his social skills have improved. I don't know. I don't know if you can see it.
I've never talked to Tweak a day in my life, so I don't know.
No, me neither. I'm just judging from his Twitter and
Yeah,
Twitch.
Tweak wasn't one of those players who I took notice of. um, of no real reason or gripe or anything. It's just that like it was Tweak was just another player to me. It's, oh, Tweak is playing. He's really good. GG's, and then I was done thinking about Tweak. I never really thought about Tweak's personality outside of Smash. I just assumed he didn't have one, honestly. I never thought about his personality outside of Smash. I never thought about like what it'd be like to meet him or interact with him in any way. Tweak was just another human that existed in a space that I also.
Yeah, as you get older, you start to realize that that person is just another person. But that just reminded me of something. So back at Genesis 7 last year, in Oakland, it's what. So basically, I was at a restaurant eating a burger, I think, and then all of a sudden, Meister and his friends come in, and then they're just eating whatever. Me and Pipa and I forget who else. We're just eating at another table. And then all of a sudden, these kids, not even kids, these teenagers or young adults, I don't know how old they were, they would come up to Meister and they'd try to sit in their table, try to sit in his table, like, hey man, I hope you do well in top 8, blah blah blah, just trying to get a conversation out of him, and he would be like, oh thanks, like try to just cut off the conversation, go back to eating. But these people don't get social cues. They just feel like Meister is this god who has to be super nice. And just Meister wasn't feeling it that day. I kind of see his point of view. Like, you don't have to always try to be friends with everybody you meet.
Yeah, that's fact. That's fact.
It gets tiresome.
Yeah, that's facts. I can definitely see where I said that a lot of people don't really understand what attention is. Right? They think that attention is just this thing to where it's like a spotlight, where like sometimes it's on you, sometimes it's not. And they want it to be on them when they want it to be on them. But a lot of people don't understand what it's like to have that light always on them, or to have that light be too bright, or to have that light not be bright enough. They don't understand the different levels and intensities that derive from attention. All they know is, I said, that attention is that spotlight that they want, but only when they want it.
Yeah. So, you down to move on to the next question?
Yeah, man. Yeah, people are fucking weird. Just be yourself, man. Whoever you are online or in real person, just be yourself. Be consistent.
Yeah, be consistent. That's the thing.
All right, wait. Which one is this? This is the one with the dude in the house.
Oh
right?
yeah, the dude in the house.
All right, let's go.
So let me know if you can
This
see.
is one of those things. I think I retweeted this too.
Dude, it's hilarious. So if you guys haven't seen this video, check it out. All right, you guys ready? 3, 2.
Yeah, swing it.
All right.
Lined with well-manicured $300,000 homes. So when a new neighbor moved in without the usual sale, mortgage-paying homeowners had a few questions.
What paperwork is it and how is it legally binding if he doesn't
Yo, Joe Mommy's thank you
legally
for the
own the
follow.
house? He just squats there.
Lee Lowry and her husband told me the house down the street was in foreclosure for more than a year. The owner walked away, then the mortgage company went out of business. Apparently, that opened the door for someone to take advantage of the situation. Kenneth Robinson told us he's no squatter. He says he moved in on June 17th after months of research about a Texas law called adverse possession.
This is not a normal process, but it's not a process that's not known. It's just not known to everybody.
Robinson says this piece of paper gives him rights to the house. It's an online form he printed out and filed at the Denton County Courthouse for $16. It says the house was abandoned and he's claiming ownership.
I went through, looked at it, and added some things here, you know what I mean, for my own protection.
The house is virtually empty, just a few pieces of furniture, no running water or electricity. But Robinson says just by setting up camp in the living room, Texas law gives him exclusive negotiating rights with the original owner. If the owner wants him out, he would have to pay off his massive mortgage debt, and the bank would have to file a complicated lawsuit. Robinson believes neither is likely, so if he stays in the house, after 3 years, he can ask the court for the title.
That's your goal eventually, is to have title of this home, to be the owner of this home.
Absolutely.
And
On a record, you know what I mean, at this point, you know, since I possess it, I am the owner of the home.
Robinson posted no trespassing signs after neighbors asked police to arrest him for breaking in. But Flower Mound officers say they can't remove him from the property because home ownership is a civil matter, not criminal. Lowry and her neighbors continue to look for legal ways to get him out.
Or if he wants the house, buy the house like everyone else had to. Get the money and buy the house.
Robinson says he's not buying anything. As far as he's concerned, the $330,000 home is already his, and he has the paperwork to prove it. Casey Norton.
Dang. So what do you guys think about that? So to summarize, actually, if you guys, so basically, I guess I don't know much about legal stuff. I don't know much about the law when it comes to this, especially in another state. But this dude, he took over this house that was, the owner couldn't pay for it, so they gave it to the bank. So this is the bank's house, and then the bank went bankrupt. So then the house doesn't belong to anybody. So he swooped in, and he just found shelter in there. He put all his stuff in there, and he's just chilling. For $16, I guess he got a house, and people are mad at him because he found a loophole. I don't know. What do you think, Slaine?
Man, look, every time black people take the time to learn the law and to learn all of the loopholes and workarounds and all of the nooks and crannies that words just couldn't cover, every time black people do this, they move the goalpost. This man, he took the time, he read the laws, he researched the laws, he read the laws, he understood the laws. He followed all of the proper steps and documentation required for him to be able to civilly move into the house. That's why the police couldn't fuck with him, because he was there and he wasn't breaking no laws, and he didn't get there by breaking laws, so he was untouchable. So now we got the neighborhood watch and everybody who they're used to seeing their, I don't want to just play the race card, but yeah, they're used to seeing their white neighbor there, and now that there's someone there who's different or new, they started asking questions. And one of those questions was, how much did you pay for this house? And when they found out he got it for the low, well, now they're salty because they paid $300,000 to live in this neighborhood. And now here's this stranger, and he paid $16 to live in the neighborhood. And they're just mad. But again, let's go through the story, right? So the original homeowner couldn't pay his bill, so he lost the house. That is a consequence of not paying your bill, is losing your house. So he couldn't pay his bill, he lost the house. The house falls into the hands of the mortgage company. The mortgage company, the mortgage company goes out of business. They have no money. They lose possession of the house. So now the house falls as property to the lien holder, which was Bank of America. I think I looked it up in the comments. It might have been wrong, but according to the comments, the lien holder was Bank of America. Bank of America owns the house. So what the laws say is, if this man can live in the house for 3 years, he owns it. What are the odds of Bank of America, this super corporation, noticing one tiny house in, what was it, Texas?
Something like that.
Yeah, so it's like, what are the odds that in a 3-year span, this huge bank corporation will notice that they own one house out of the probably thousands or millions that they own, that this one house is being squatted in for 3 years? Very low. That's why he that $16 document, whatever it was, that was him saying that document. It wasn't saying that he moved into the house. It was saying that the first person to move into the house just exclusive rights for purchasing the house. Well, who's he gonna buy it from? The owner? The owner lost the house. He couldn't pay the bill. Is he gonna buy from the mortgage company? No, they went out of business. He has to buy it from Bank of America. Well, if he's in the process of buying it for Bank of America and he squats there for 3 years, legally he becomes the owner of the house. So he found his angle. His win condition was to stay in the house for 3 years unnoticed. And what happened? All these fuck ass neighbors coming out the woodwork salty because their houses are low tier. They had $300,000 houses and they had to pay $300,000 for it. Well, now Mr. DLC here gets to come in for $16 and get the same thing that they got for $300,000. Oh yeah, they're mad. They're salty.
Yo,
this
thank
has
you for
nothing to
following.
do with. This has nothing to do with legal. This has nothing to do with the laws. This has nothing to do with that man as an individual. This is them being mad that someone got something that they have or that they wanted or like roughly equal, but they got it for way less effort, way less money. Yeah, they're self-entitled. They're sitting there salty in their $300,000 houses that they had to pay $300,000 for, while Mr. $16 over here gets the same life, like gets the same luxury. And you know what this is? This is okay. That was gonna get a little racist. They're angry at the gap, like that gap, but that same financial gap that they're angry about right now is the same thing that Black people have vocally been angry about how white, pretty much, yeah, like white people can have generational wealth and that just falls through their family over and over and over, and they're able to live very comfortably like that. But Black people don't get that. We don't get that head start. Everything we have in this country, we earn it. So now they feel like, oh, well, I earned this $300 house, and this Black man didn't. He didn't earn the house because he didn't have the same struggle that they had to obtain that house. Yep. So they just mad. What topic are we on, man? This dude bought a house for $16. Like he found a way to finesse his way into a house legally
for $16.
He finessed his way into a house for $16, and all of the neighbors on the block were mad. Yeah. So they went through every single like legal channel that they could figure out, and got him removed from the house.
But hey, what's up, Nitro? And yeah, Human Hunter. These people are self-entitled, dude. I hate when people think that you have to. I hate when people think that somebody else has to go through the same obstacles that you went through, or you all have to be the same. Like, bro, like, honestly, I feel like these people, they might have had a head start because, I mean, in the average white person comes from more wealth than the average black person in this country. And maybe they had a head start, maybe their dad bought their house, whatever. But they're just mad that somebody else just got a house for $16. How does that really affect them? In my opinion, it doesn't. Like,
It don't.
And this dude seems like a nice dude. Like he wasn't like a troublemaker or a drug dealer. No, this guy, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know him in person, but he sounded genuine.
He's a dude that won the lottery.
Yeah.
Much. He did all of his research.
Mm-hmm.
He did everything in his power to do things the correct way, and he did. But again, the only thing he had to do was lay low for 3 years, and he was scot-free. And the only reason he couldn't lay low for 3 years is because all of these hating-ass neighbors and their self-centeredness see him doing something that they couldn't do themselves. Even if they fought tooth and nail from poverty to afford their houses, just the sheer fact that they paid their dues for that house, they're seeing him with his house as not paying his dues. And that's just centered in, self-centeredness and selfishness.
Yeah, just worry about yourself. Just worry about your life. Don't worry about anybody else. It's like, that's annoying to me. And this could get political, but we're not going to get too political. But it's like the student debt. Like, I'm sorry you had to go through $50,000 in student debt, but if we try to like minimize that and help the future generations, like, how does that affect you? Like, aren't you happy that people don't have to go through the troubles that you're going through? I don't know. It's just my opinion, but it's just crazy to think how people want people to be down bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy.
It's crazy how everyone wants the world to be a better place, but no one wants to make the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like this dude, he finessed the system. He didn't finesse the neighbors. He didn't finesse you. He finessed the system, and they're still mad.
These are the same kind of people that get mad at homeless people.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I have to work real hard for my home. You should work as hard as I did to have your own home. So they hate homeless people. Well, now you have this man who, I'm not saying he was homeless, but you have a scenario of someone who was without a home and they acquired one. Mm-hmm. But that's still not good enough for you because they didn't acquire it the way that you wanted them to.
Yeah.
Fucking hater.
All right, I guess we're gonna move on to topic number 4, actually. So this is the big one that happened in Smash this week. And if you don't know anything about Smash, you don't have to. Don't worry. It's just something that has been going on in the community. So basically, yeah, this is.
Are you gonna show the clip on stream?
What clip?
I mean, the thumbnail.
Oh no. I mean, I don't. We can just explain it. I don't need to.
No, you can show this one. This one's PG. It was on YouTube. You can put it on Twitch.
No, yeah, but I feel like I don't even have it open. Like, I need to find it. But basically, what happened this week was I was waiting for this one. Yeah, Human Hunter. So what happened this week was this past week, Pyra and Mithra. I don't even know who they are, but Xenoblade Chronicles. I've never played the game,
Mm-hmm.
but what they are two characters who aren't they?
They share a body, I want to say. I don't know. I didn't play the game. From just everything I know about them is from the trailer, and from what I can see, they share a body similar to like Zelda and shit.
Yeah, but the fact that they look, I'm not gonna say how old they are because I honestly don't know. If somebody in the chat knows how old they are, let me know. But basically, the trailer.
I can guarantee you, it's probably not 18 because they're a Nintendo franchise. They're probably like maybe like 16. Like they're probably like Japanese adults, but not quite. They're probably like 16, 14, somewhere in there.
Yeah. So basically, they're two anime, like I guess two anime girls, basically from a video game, and they just have big boobs. And then the trailer came out, and then instead of people talking about, oh, I love this character, I wanted a new Xenoblade character, all people talked about was the boobs they had. It turned into a meme called Booba. And then Hungrybox, one of the main personalities in Smash, he made a video reacting to it, and the thumbnail was him like going like, like that at the anime girl's boobs, and everybody, a lot of people got mad because it's like sexualizing women in the community. That's the argument that people were talking about, and people were saying, HBox, why did you do this? You're objectifying women by doing this kind of stuff. And he ended up deleting the post, deleting the thumbnail, deleting the video. So yeah, he went back on that, but people are starting to talk about this more because they feel like women in this community are not appreciated, they're objectified, and what do you think about this, Slaine?
So I actually have a two-pronged argument about it. So it's kind of one problem stemming from another. So what ended up happening was, I think it was either right before the direct or right after, but pretty much there was this huge wave on Twitter of people talking about the way that men take women and just sexualize them, whether the women want them to or not.
Mm-hmm.
And what they came down to was a bunch of women saying things like, I stream on Twitch and the only thing people talk about is my body. Or you have like OnlyFans creators saying that just because I'm sexual doesn't mean I want to be sexual with you, which is true, you know? So you have different women with different perspectives, but all of those perspectives stem from the argument of being overly sexualized when they don't want to be by men. So that was an entire Twitter like day of conversation of men shouldn't be sexualizing women in like the online industry. Shut up, Jay.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Nairo right after this.
Yeah, so like either like right before that or right after that is when this HBox thing, to where the characters were revealed, and then he posted the thumbnail with the anime titties on it, and now you got people in the Smash community talk about like, come on, bro, like this is why women don't feel comfortable in the Smash scene. It's like, look, if women like first of all, like, if women are uncomfortable in the Smash scene because the guys are talking about women, that in itself is dumb. But I do understand that there are enough people being weird in the Smash scene to cause concern for women. So now they're looking at this thing that shouldn't be weird and they're seeing it as weird because of so much weird shit that they have to deal with in this. So that's what I was saying. It's one problem stemming from another. There is no problem with Hungrybox's thumbnail. There's no problem with dudes talking about women because dudes like women. Dudes talk to dudes about women. There's no problem with a dude seeing a girl and seeing her sexually because guys like girls. But there are enough fucking weirdos who assault women and target women and behave in an inappropriate way towards women, to now women are conceiving certain behaviors as weird, although they aren't.
So you think in a perfect world where these creepy people don't exist, and HBox puts that thumbnail,
yeah, that's fine.
That's fine, right? In your opinion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's a content creator, so he's like, okay, you have to break it down. It's like Hungrybox is a content creator. He's a popular content creator, so that means people like him. Why do people like him? Because he gives the people what they want. That's his job as a content creator, to give the people who like him what they want. Who is his audience? Dudes. What do dudes like? Girls, specifically anime girls. And anime girls have anime titties, which dudes also like. He's making content for the people who consume his content. There's nothing wrong with that. What is wrong is that if it would have been like prefaced by some kind of malice, like if HBox was one of the canceled people who like assaults women regularly at tournaments, then they could have something to talk about. If HBox was one of the people who he wasn't an ally during all of like the Me Too wave that went through the FGC, it would be inappropriate.
Well, he got called out.
But see, he got called out,
but not canceled.
And he accepted. Yeah, he accepted his role and responsibility in that situation. I don't remember at all what happened, but it wasn't the situation itself. It wasn't bad enough to cancel him. It was just something that he should have learned from, and he did. He apologized. He was sincere about it. He did whatever steps he had to do to, recover from that incident, and he's moved on. You can't hold that against him anymore. It's gone. It's in the past. It's just another experience for his overall personality.
Yeah.
So now, present day, yeah, he's a content creator who has learned from whatever he had to deal with, and he's going forward with his life, and he's making content as a content creator. And now they're saying he's weird because of his content, when in reality he's not.
Yeah, and then Human Hunter brought up a good point. He talked about this to me yesterday, and it makes sense because you know when Sephiroth came out, he has a shirtless skin, so
Yeah.
everybody
And we talked
sexualized him.
about
Yeah,
it.
everybody sexualized him.
Yeah, like
Everybody was thirsting over him. They were being horny on main on Twitter over Sephiroth, and nobody batted an eye. Everybody was like, "Oh yeah, this is all right." And then HBox does this to Pyra, and everybody freaks out. Not everybody, but a lot of people freak out.
but enough people, yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying is the problem stemmed from their perception of something as weird when it wasn't. Because I said when Sephiroth came out, he was shirtless. Everybody had the memes of him shirtless. They had the memes with him and Shulk. Um, they had the meme. It was just a bunch of memes. It was comedy, pretty much. We sexualized these dudes, these dude characters, and by we I mean like people. But people sexualized these two dude characters for having their shirt off, and it was comedy, and that was okay. Well, now he's doing the exact same thing. He's sexualizing these characters for comedy, but because they are women, then women are saying that he's weird. But they're only saying that he's weird because they're sick of dealing with weird dudes like doing shit that involves women around it.
Yeah, I'm in. Like my opinion is in the middle because, I mean, I do see where they're coming from because I mean, sexualizing women in the community is not good, but I do see the hypocrisy of sexualizing Sephiroth, and then nobody said anything about that, and then same thing's happening. But honestly, I have a hot take, and you
Oh, send it. Let's go.
and so what's worse, HBox doing that thumbnail, or I don't want to say it.
Say it. Look, man, this is your show. Your name is on the title. You can say
Alright,
whatever.
So in the chat, you guys can give me an argument, give me your thoughts. So what's worse, that or a literal OnlyFans girl posting content that on Twitter? Because if they post the content on the OnlyFans page, whatever, everybody is over 18. There's no problem with that. But a girl that posts lewd or nude content on Twitter, where anybody, even minors, can see that. Honestly, I agree with the girls who are like, oh yeah, I'm empowering my body. This is empowering myself. This is me being myself. I'm not trying to be sexualized. I get that point, and I 99% agree. But that 1%, don't you see how it's a little bit hypocritical? How you are sexualizing yourself, even just a tiny bit, even that 1%, and then being mad that dudes in the community are sexualizing women in the community. I don't know. I feel like there's a tiny bit, 1% of hypocrisy there. Don't worry, I'm on their side. But that 1%, I think it's a little bit of hypocrisy. I don't know.
I do think, like, I understand what they're saying. There is a difference between sexualizing a woman and over sexualizing. Clearly, women, they sexualize themselves because it gives them a sense of empowerment, and they don't always complain when guys see them sexually, because that's their selling point. The issue lies when you're sexualizing them to a degree that they no longer want. You see what I'm saying? So if I post,
I get that, yeah,
on my OnlyFans on a Tuesday morning, then I expect, you know what I'm saying, a certain level of attention based on that on Tuesday. But that doesn't mean when, like I said, Wednesday rolls around, I want someone, I'm saying, oh man, I saw your picture, you look fine as hell. Like, okay, thanks. And then a week later, oh hey, I saw that picture, you look fine as hell. And then a month later, oh hey, I saw that picture, you look fine as hell. Like, the time that I wanted for myself to be a sexual object, that's over. I'm not in the mood no more. It's just like sex. Like, I'm not in the mood no more. But when you keep badgering women like that over and over sexually when they don't want that sexual attention, well, now it's weird. So
I mean, I get that.
on the flip side, then you have people producing content, and now they're sexualizing women, and you're like, I don't feel like being sexual today. This is weird. And now it's making an issue where there shouldn't be one.
Well, yeah, so those women are sexualizing themselves. They're empowering themselves, and sometimes they don't want to be. Like like you said, other times they do, other times they don't. But they're still being sexualized either by themselves or by other people. They're still being sexualized. But like, there's that 1% that I think that if you don't want creepy dudes in the community, in the perfect world, like there wouldn't be any creepy dudes, and women would post OnlyFans wherever they want. Like, who cares? But this is not a perfect world. If a girl posts an OnlyFans picture on Twitter, it's gonna ignite something in creepy dudes, and they can't control that. It's not their fault, but there's still that 1% that I think it's a little bit hypocritical to me, because they are sexualizing themselves, and maybe it's empowering. Sure, yeah, of course it is. Yeah, I agree, but like, it's gonna make dudes even more creepier, even weirder, and it's not their fault, but it's still happening, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Soul Calibur make them stand on clad, even in Tekken when they get all the men wearing Fondoshi as well. Huge example is Jotan from King of Fighters. He literally exposes his ass. That ain't fan service, or better yet, source. He does this Insta super and his only Fondoshi basically naked, pretty much. Yeah. So, recurring theme. Yeah, a bunch of naked dudes in video games. Look, man. Another thing too. People take cartoons, anime, and video games. People take the realism too far into those realms. Like, like Skullgirls and Dead or Alive, right? These games are just renowned for their physics, like the jiggle physics in these games. The women in these games are blatantly over sexualized because the creators of these games know that their target market is dudes. These games they're not really popular, but their fan base appreciates them, and because it's just understood that people know that these games have hypersexualized women. I know so many women who love the Dead or Alive franchise for the women because they feel like those women can just be over sexualized and still be amazing, like characters or amazing personality figures for them to kind of model their personalities around.
Yeah.
So whenever I don't know, man. Whenever I see people like over sexualizing like cartoons, anime, or video game characters, I just think it's a different standard. I think it doesn't take much to over sexualize a woman because she's a real entity. She has her own feelings and everything. But it takes a lot more to over sexualize a non-existent person.
Hey, Rezu, thank you.
They don't have feelings. They don't have opinions. They're just characters. They're not real.
I'm reading Odorisk's response.
Okay. Yeah. Wait. What did he say? That was a while ago. I think it's important to realize.
Oh yeah.
So while you market this facts.
Yes. So it's not their fault that minors are looking at their pictures. Yeah, it's not their fault, but it's still happening, and they know that minors are looking at their pictures on Twitter. Of course, OnlyFans is something else because you have to be 18, I believe, and you need to show ID. I don't know. I heard. But on Twitter, anybody can look at any Twitter post. Actually, no. There are explicit content filters. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. But still, like, I've never seen that, so maybe it's not a big thing. But I know that minors for sure look up, maybe, like, for example, Esam's girlfriend. They're gonna look up Kokiri, go to her page, see all the pictures she posts, and it's not her fault that they're looking at her pictures. It's all like, she's in the right. She can post whatever she wants, but it's still gonna ignite the flame even by just a tiny little bit, and it's not their fault at all. I'm not saying it's their fault, but it's still contributing to the problem, and I don't think anybody can deny that. And I'm not saying it's their fault. Like again, I don't. I'm not trying to get canceled here, but it's
fucking cancel me. Look, if you want to be on Twitter showing you got anime titties, be ready for people to look at you as an object, pretty much. There are if you
wait, say that again.
I'm saying if you sell a fantasy, of yourself, right? That's what she does. She sells a fantasy. If you sell a fantasy, you can't be upset when people buy it or buy into it. So if you're on Twitter and you're projecting this personality of your body, essentially, from oh, look at my boobs, look at my ass. Here's a bunch of cute like clothes that I wear to highlight my assets, right? If you put that into a public place, public people will see it, public people will interact with it, public people will build a mental image based on that. So you can't be upset when they treat you based on that image. It's like, oh, I take pictures of my ass, but I'm a person too. Well, I don't know you as a person. I only know your ass. I can only interact with you based on your ass. That doesn't make me a bad person. That's just what I know about you. If I meet you in person and the only words you say to me are hello, well, how am I gonna judge you in my head? Like, how am I gonna build you up in my head? The only thing I know about you is your voice and the way you say hello. So when my mind starts working and building its own image of you, that's how I'm gonna see you. Is the person that said hello. Is that objectifying? Yes, it is. To me, in my head, you are simply the person that said hello. The person that said hello is no different than the person whose ass I saw, or the person whose titty I admired, or the person whose bikini I retweeted that got over 500 likes. Like that's all you are to me because that's all I know about you.
Oh, Human Hunter. I just saw the picture right now. I looked it up. Yeah, it's so basically Dead or Alive, like you said, Slaine. It's sexualizing this character, this male character, and I'm guessing nobody batted an eye. Nobody cared.
Oh no, oh no.
But if it was a woman, people would care. Especially, I think somebody brought it up in the chat, Odorisk or Rezu, that Smash is a kids game, and there's gonna be minors, and
Yeah.
something we can't control. But oh, Rezu said it's the parents' fault. Honestly, I could see that. I could see that point of view, because parents
Well,
should.
no.
I don't know. What do you think?
Because so look, Smash tournaments are a public place. When it comes to public spaces, there can never really be someone at fault because there are so many different perspectives and opinions. So I'm gonna use one of the examples, like for one of the posts in this thread right here, right? The guy mentions how Artist Alley at Smash tournaments typically has, you know, lewd content or not safe for work content, or how people wear the hentai outfits to these tournaments, and that's very off putting to women and children, you know. But it just it's a public place for a public function. I, as a grown ass adult, I can do what I want to do. I can wear what I want to wear. No one can tell me otherwise. I paid my money.
Wait,
I'm
even
here on
hentai?
time. Yeah, like sometimes I just like hentai or lewd content. But I'm saying, um, me as an adult, if I'm somewhere in public, I've paid my money. I'm here on time, and I'm a free willed person. I'm gonna do and wear and say what I want to do, and no one can fault me for that. But then you have, like I said, the game is marketed for children. It doesn't matter. I'm grown. I can play the game. I bought the game. The tournament isn't for children because I'm saying it's not. I can't really explain it, but it's not. The tournament's not for children. Children are welcome there, but it's not for them.
Yeah.
So for you to say like, "Oh, it's the adult's fault or the adult's
Yo, Mini.
responsibility
Thank you for the
to
sub.
show up at this place and they're selling their art, but they shouldn't have certain kinds of content." Why not? I'm grown. I made this content. I'm here to sell it. Why can't I do that? It's a public place. I can sell everything else here. Why can't I sell this? Oh, there's children here, so they don't have to be here. They're here of their own free will. Their parents or have their own free will. They let them come here. It's not the parents' fault that the child sees this. It's not the child's fault that they see this. But it's not my responsibility to make it not my fault that they see it.
No, yeah.
Because everyone here has free will in this public place. So whenever I see stuff like that, this just makes me like this just lets me know that people don't understand really like what it means to be human. She's like, oh man, you got these grown adults like selling. What did he say? He's like, I wonder why no one spoke up about the blatantly softcore porn that was rampant at art stands all over Smash tournaments with minors at them.
Yeah. Like why? why
Like, why is it
your
why is it
responsibility
my
that this
fault?
kid is here, right?
Yeah, and like, why is it my responsibility or my fault that a minor saw something that they may not have, shouldn't have seen? That's an opinion in itself.
Yeah.
What a minor should and shouldn't see, that's an opinion.
I think
But why is it my fault, my responsibility as an artisan, as a seller? I'm trying to sell a product here. Why is it my fault to go to a public place and be responsible for who is there and what they see or how they feel about it or how they interact with it?
yeah,
It's not my problem.
yeah. So this whole conversation turned into that, turned into banning hentai hoodies, banning hentai art at tournaments. So I think people are trying to ban that. I see your point, and I'm in the middle because, like, of course, it's not your responsibility, but I think it comes down to personal, like how you want to show yourself. Like, do you actually no? For you, in your example, if I see you wearing one of those hoodies, I know that you're not a creep. You're not a creepy dude. But I feel like there's creepy dudes who do that, who I don't know, get off with that kind of stuff. So, like, those guys are different than you, and it's not your fault. I don't know, honestly. This is a hard question. What do you guys think in the chat?
Yeah, like I was saying, it's like there's a lot of things that are happening that are not weird. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of things that people are doing, saying, selling, or projecting. There's a bunch of things that are not weird, but they're being seen as weird because a person has an opinion or an experience.
Yeah, creepy dudes can't control themselves.
Yeah, so because there are enough creeps, they're giving everything. Look, there are enough creeps doing something that's perceived as weird to where the definition blurs and something that isn't weird is being seen as weird because of that gray area.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate because it affects, for example, you that you want to wear that, and it's not fair to you.
It affects the good people. It affects the good people.
But
good people. That's one of my biggest fears, man. Is good people are hurt day in and day out by the actions of weird people because the perception of them isn't good. And when perception becomes reality, which is a saying I hate to the core of my being, whenever perception becomes reality, good people are hurt. Good people they're hurt and they're just I can't find them.
Oh, Human Hunter. Oh, sorry.
We're gonna move on.
Yeah, Human Hunter. I just saw what you sent me. Yeah, that I guess people didn't care about that. Literally, I forgot what. So that guy Gil, Ryu in SF5. So a Street Fighter male character has a thong basically as their skin, and nobody cared. And then Mithra happened, but Mithra and Pyra. But I think the issue is like the creeps in the community. I don't know. It's like I said, everybody has their own different opinion.
Man, E Honda wore a diaper. He was a sumo wrestler. Yeah, E Honda wore a diaper, ass all out in the games, no shirt on. People didn't care. That's because like when men are sexualized or seen in a sexual way or projected sexually, it's comedy. We laugh at it. Look at this dude's body. Haha. Look, he's wearing a thong. Haha. He has on a woman's swimsuit. Haha. Like we laugh when men are projected sexually. But when women are projected sexually, now we're weird.
I see that point.
Now we're weird. Now it's not equal. We're not projecting men and women sexually equally. No, because when men do it, it's comedy, it's satire. But when it's a woman, well, now it's weird, and we can't do this.
So do you think
get it out and cancel it?
Do you think in a perfect world, both genders would be sexualized, or nobody would be sexualized?
I think in a perfect world, sexuality would become an emotion. It will be no different than looking at someone and becoming happy when you see them, or looking at someone and becoming upset when you see them. It'll be the same thing. We will be able to discuss and live sexually the same way we treat any other emotion.
Well, if you're ready.
But that's the perfect word. Yeah, that's the perfect word. That'll never happen
Yeah.
because, sexuality leads to conflict, and conflict based on sexuality is rampant in women versus men. So we'll never be equal in that sense as long as women continue to be hurt based on sexuality.
Yep. And with
But we're
that,
gonna move on to some. Yeah, we're gonna move on to this next sexual things because we talked about men and women sexually, but now we're gonna talk about some men and men because
this is real life. This is not anime.
Oh shit! Oh my god. Okay, but pretty much yeah. So the return of Nairo, man. He dropped this little video a few days ago.
Wait, I'm gonna use the bathroom. Can
And-
you explain the situation?
Okay, yeah, go ahead, man. I got you. Boom, holding it down. All right, boom. Sexy voice time. All right. What's up, chat? So we gonna talk about this Nairo situation. All right. So what had happened was he dropped a video, and TLDR, he has reached a legal conclusion with his allegations filed against him by Zach, and pretty much it was the sum of these conclusions were Zach being underage, and he said Nairo touched him, and Nairo said he was manipulated by Zach into touching. So it was a lot of he said and he said in this scenario. So what they did was they both hired lawyers. They handled this in court like two civil people. They reached an agreement. They're probably never going to talk to each other again. And Nairo is going to come back to the Smash community. He said he gave a lot of shout outs and love to his friends and loved ones. And he mentioned that he's going to get back into streaming and producing Smash content. So that boy is back. And we going to talk about it. Because not everybody want him to come back because he touched little boys. It don't matter what you did. It don't matter what he said. You touching little boys, Nairo. I'm not one of these people who gonna look at you because you crying and feel sorry for you. I don't. You're a grown ass man. Turn off my boyfriend. It's like you're a grown ass man. You make grown man decisions. You pay bills. You understand what it takes to be an adult in America. You understand the laws in America. You didn't go public with your relationship in the first place because you knew it was wrong. You felt the need to hide what y'all were doing because you knew it was wrong. So now you're facing the repercussions and consequences of your actions. Now you want to cry and say, I was manipulated. No, it don't work that way. These are your actions. These are things that you did. And if the consequence for those actions and things that you did means you never get to be in a public environment again with Smash, well, that's your bed. You get to lay in it. Hey, that's up.
No, this is not truly. This is Michelob.
I never heard of those.
Wait,
what happened?
I'll
All right,
just-
so long story short,
Yeah,
Nairo
uh-huh.
and Captain Zach was like, I want to say like 15 or 16. Nairo's like 19 or 20. And they were engaged in a sexual partnership that they hid from people. And then it came out into the open. Nairo said Zach manipulated and blackmailed him into the relationship. And Zach said that Nairo made the first moves and chose to hide everything. Blah, 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 blah. So they both got canceled. They both were kicked out of the Smash community pretty much. But one thing I will say that I agree on in this case, they did this the right way. They didn't just go on Twitter, talk a bunch of shit, and then they both disappear for a certain amount of time. Nah, these boys lawyered up. They paid that money in societal dues. They lawyered up. I don't know the conclusion of the lawsuit because Nairo didn't say, but they reached an agreement. So it was handled. It's done. It's in the wind.
Yeah.
We can never bring it up again. We can never hold it against them again. But just because we don't hold it against him doesn't mean he can't. I mean, he avoids the consequences of what happened. And the consequence blatantly, the consequence just plain and simple is he shouldn't be allowed to attend any more tournaments.
Wait,
He
so
should have to.
what's your opinion? So you're against Nairo?
Oh, I'm giving it. Yeah, I'm against it. Like he should never be allowed at another tournament. He should have to go into the sexual deviant registry. He should, you know what I'm saying? He should be one of those people moving to a neighborhood. You have to knock door to door. Hello, my name is whatever the fuck, and um, I'm on the registry. I'm a convicted sex. Well, I don't know if he's convicted because he may have been proven innocent in their agreed court case. I don't know. So because I don't know, I'm gonna take action that will benefit the most amount of people. That being the Smash community. So whether Nairo's innocent or not, he shouldn't be allowed near the Smash scene. He shouldn't be allowed near kids. He shouldn't be allowed to be in a position to do what he did before again.
I don't know. I'm in the middle because not because if these were two so Nairo and Zach, if I didn't know anything about him and then I read that they did this, of course I would put the blame 100% on the 20-year-old Nairo at the time. But since we do have their backgrounds and we know who they are, you know what they did. Zach literally has been doing this with Ally. He did this with somebody else, and then Nairo. So Nairo, Ally. I think there was another person. I forget. But he's been doing this. He has a track record. But on the other side, Nairo has never. I mean, this is a big thing, but he's never done something like this before. He doesn't have a track record with this. And the thing is that they did settle it in court, and I do 100% think that was the right way to do it. So that looks good on Nairo's part, in my opinion. Am I sure that Nairo didn't do this with somebody else?
No, I said we could talk about it. Because Human, honestly, he didn't agree with what I said. Apparently I struck a chord in him. So we're going to talk about it. Go ahead.
Sorry if we did. But we can talk about it. Yeah, let us know as much as you would like to express. So, I don't know. I'm in the middle because I do know that Zach should be banned forever. Like, even as a minor, like, he's a kid, but he did all this stuff. He got a bunch of players banned. He did a bunch of sexual acts with older men. And, yeah, he should be banned. Nairo, this is his first time. And I do think that he was wrong for letting it happen. Because the story goes that Zach touched him. I mean, I guess without his consent, but he still let it happen. But, like, that doesn't make sense to me. Without his consent, he's an older man. He's a 20-year-old. He should know what's going on. But at the same time...
The thing with them is, like, it didn't happen just one time. Like, with their story.
No, with Nairo, yeah. Yeah,
it was they had a whole relationship, apparently.
No,
they hid.
That's Ally. Oh, wait. You might be right.
No, that was Nairo. Yeah. Him and he and Zach, they were dating.
But wait, this is when Zach made a tweet longer. Then Nairo came out with his tweet longer after that.
I mean, yeah, of course Nairo said something like different, but so this is the way I understood the story is they were dating and but they were dating, but they weren't sexual because Nairo understood, the age thing. So that's why he hid the fact that they were dating because they shouldn't have been doing it in the first place based on the age thing. But he never let it go into sex because that's where he drew his line. Well, Zach violated that boundary he had with Nairo, but rather than Nairo taking that as his opportunity to leave, he said that Zach blackmailed him pretty much. He was like, if you don't have sex with me or if you don't let me touch you,
no, it wasn't
then
like that.
I'll reveal our relationship.
No, if you don't give me money, I'll reveal our relationship. So they already did a sex act. They did it once, and then he blackmailed him after.
Okay.
So he still blackmailed him.
Yeah, so he blackmailed him, and then he extorted him for money.
Yeah.
And then, after all of that happened, neither of them still told anybody. But they were still good enough friends because they were still hanging out. But regardless, my point that I was making was, as Nairo, right? As a person, as an adult, as a man, you should take this experience and you should never want this to happen again. Like you want everything in your power has to be invested in making sure this does not happen again because you don't want that track record. So how does he make that happen? Well, you stop hanging out with underage kids, which means you stop being places where underage like you stop
Oh,
hanging out and listen, you stop hanging out and spending a majority of your time in places that involved underage kids. So he shouldn't go to tournaments anymore, or he shouldn't be in the Smash community anymore.
uh,
Like whether we ban him or not, he shouldn't be in this area because this area is problematic for him.
I mean, I guess, but there's also the thing we haven't talked about was that those court records, everything that happened, the evidence, it's not public, so we don't know the full story.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It sucks because whether he's guilty or innocent of what he says happens or of whatever happened, whether he's guilty or innocent, until he reveals to us whether he's innocent or guilty, we don't know. So the best action is the safe action, and that's to treat him as if he were guilty. Now, if he wants to come out and say we reached an agreement and I won, bitches, flex up, I didn't touch that little boy, he touched me. Well, then, I said we're not gonna be mad at him. We're not gonna ban him. But in my opinion, his opinion should be to leave Smash at that point, the Smash community,
He did,
because
but
he shouldn't.
he wants to be
He
back.
shouldn't be.
Yeah,
Well, he's coming back.
yeah, he
He
wants.
should stay. He should stay going. He should find another hobby or area of enjoyment to spend the majority of his time in an environment with, I'm saying, with people that aren't problematic for him. For him to want to lounge and to stay in the same place that's life alteringly problematic for him, that's a red flag for me.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Human Hunter, in the chat.
Okay, yeah, let's get into this. Let me read this. So, see, the reason it's to quarrel with me because
Yeah.
someone said I did something like that to someone in their family, but they did it as revenge because one of their own did the same thing to someone in my family, and I lost 2 years of my life because of them. Everyone believed them over me. What upsets me is that there are innocent people like me who get their lives ruined over crap like that, and there are those who actually have done it, and they just about get away with it. So, human, listen, I'm a level with you, all right? This exactly, like this thing that happened to you, I'm so sorry that happened to you. That is my biggest fear in life. Like I don't really have
You always say
fears.
that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have fears, but this is something. This is right up there with the police. I'm not afraid of this happening to me because I know it's so unrealistic, but I am wary of it, and I do everything in my power to avoid it happening to me. So I'm so sorry that you have to go through this and be falsely accused. But again, so false accusations make up only maybe like I think like 2 to 5% of overall accusation. It's a very small number in the grand scheme of things. So normally, so it's innocent until proven guilty. But when statistics show that 95% of accusations are valid versus the 5% that are false, it doesn't invalidate that 5% in a long shot. But it does make the 95% seem more like reality. It's more believable. You see what I'm saying? So whenever I see a situation like this and it blows up this big, and when the details come out and it's not over, if it doesn't just flat out prove that that 5% happened, then it's easier to believe than 95%. So whenever a situation like this happens and someone says, I didn't do this, I didn't touch them, or this didn't happen the way that they're saying this happened. Whenever that happens, when the details and the evidence comes up, like if it doesn't just 100% clear out any suspicion of a doubt, then it's hard to believe it. But trust me, I know. I have people in my family who they're part of that 5%. Because again, it's only 5%, but 5% of the world's population is what, like a couple billion people. So yeah, so 5% is a couple billion people. It's gonna happen to a bunch of people. Unfortunately, it's going to happen to that bunch of people.
Yeah, sorry you have to go through that. That's crazy. So I guess you believe that Naira should not be back. I'm in the middle. I think I'm just waiting to I guess we're never gonna get the full details, but I'm just waiting for that if it happens.
Yeah. I said, if he did it, he should be banned. If he didn't do it, he shouldn't want to come back. That's why I'm saying he shouldn't be back, because both scenarios, whether he's guilty or innocent, in both scenarios, he should not come back to Smash.
Okay.
So that's what I mean by that. I don't mean I believe Zach over Nairo. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying I believe Zach's story over Nairo until he proves to me otherwise. That's not what I'm saying. Regardless of that, the outcome, just based on his scenario, both outcomes come to the same conclusion point of him being away from staff.
Okay. Well, yeah.
And in your situation, man, I have no advice or words on your situation. That's something I can't fathom. I do everything in my power to avoid people being able to say I did something where I didn't.
It could happen to
Like,
anybody.
it can happen. It can happen. It absolutely can happen. There are times where I've been afraid it would happen to me, and all I could do is just sit home and wonder and hope that it didn't.
Yeah.
Which it didn't.
If
If he didn't do it, well, whether he did it or not, I wouldn't say ruined. His life is definitely changed by Zach. I wouldn't say it's ruined, because he still has. He's only like 20. He has a whole life to lead. He can still make something out of himself. He can still be wealthy. He can still be successful. He can still live a really wonderful life after this. So I wouldn't say his life is ruined. It's just drastically changed.
Mm-hmm.
It's ruined if he lets this control him for the rest of his life. If he sits and just lets this wallow for too long, and he starts building his personality around, oh well, I was accused of this thing and my life changed, or I lost everything because I was accused of this. Like if he starts living like that, then it'll ruin his life. But if he takes this chance to learn and then move forward and grow into a completely new person, he still has this chance to live a very wonderful life. And I wish him the best in all regard.
Yeah. So I guess that's that. We can go to the next one, yeah?
Yeah, we can go on to the next one. So
the next
best
one...
of luck, best regards to Nairo, and best regards to my guy right here, because there is no hope. We gonna play the clip. So this is well, yeah, you can see the caption. Pretty much, this dude proposed to his girlfriend in public. I always advise against this. Save that shit for the movies. All right, look, women do not want this.
Wait, let me play the clip, yeah?
All right, play the clip.
All right, everybody listen. Oh wait, there's no sound.
Yeah, there's no sound. There's no
Okay,
sound.
well...
So you gotta watch it. All right, so look, they're in a mall. He's getting on one knee. Oh wait, I can hear myself. Gross. Okay. He's getting on. I'm watching the stream too, so I'm hella delayed. He's on one knee, and then he's proposing. She's like, "Nah, baby, don't do that." He looked confused as fuck. And yeah, but what you talking about? I'm trying to marry you. And then she just quickly bangs out. Exit stage left. The camera goes back to my man. He's still there on his knee, looking all defeated. Here comes Karen to comfort him. Look at him patting on the shoulder. It's gonna be all right, man. Look, just go to her. Just talk to her. Okay, look, it ain't gonna be all right. All right. You can never talk to her again.
Yep.
You can never see her again in your life.
Yep. Yeah,
you did everything in your power to be your perception of a man.
Romantic.
You've hit the pinnacle of your romance in your head. You've hit the pinnacle of your romance and relationship in your head, and now you want to take that to the next level. And she says no. You can never speak to her again.
Mm-mm. It's over. And this could hurt his self-esteem, like really a lot. But when it comes to public proposals like this, I mean, there has, like, if you plan to do this, please have a conversation before with your partner, like, because it feels like they didn't even talk about it. They just all of a sudden went to the mall. She's all surprised that this happened, and like she's so I don't know, like she wasn't ready, I guess. It seems like it. But this conversation needs to happen before you propose, in my opinion. This can't just happen out of the blue. Because if it does, you run a risk of this happening to you, and that's crazy. Like Slaine said, you can never see her again. Your self-esteem is gonna go down. Like, this is crazy. And honestly, as a woman, I think that she should at least like say hi in front of the crowd, and then you don't think so?
No. She did exactly what she was
Okay.
supposed to do, and that's get out of there as quickly as possible to save him more embarrassment. Because there's, trust
So
me,
it's the dude's
it's a
fault.
lot worse. No, it's a lot worse for him to stay there on one knee while she explains why she won't marry. Because they're still recording. The longer this video is, the worse he looks. So she did what she was supposed to do by leaving as quickly as possible. Where the fuck up happened was that I always advise against. He did this in a public place, and a lot of people do this because they see it in movies, they see it in media, and they get this notion that proposing is supposed to be this huge grandiose event. Well, what happens is, listen, a lot, like, they see that these events are successful, so now they want to do it too. But then they don't take into account that every person is different, every relationship is different, every level of relationship is different. No one ever expects to be told no, so they don't plan for it. So when you're doing something like this, and you get told no, it's devastating. And now you want to be all sad and say it's damaging, and for the rest of your life you're just hurt, when all of this could have been avoided in the first place. Propose, like I said, you said there should be a conversation that's had about this, right? No, that conversation is the relationship. Like, we don't know how long they've been dating. We don't know what they've talked about for their futures together. We don't know if they have kids together. We don't know nothing about their relationship. But that relationship will tell you how ready they are for marriage.
So it's the dude's fault. So it's a dude's fault.
Oh yeah, this is 100% his fault.
Okay.
This is 100% your fault, bro.
Um,
Because you can't. It's her choice. She can say yes or she can say no. So the embarrassment is that you're the one that's proposing. You're planning the event. So a part of your planning has to be, if she says no, what level of embarrassment am I comfortable with dealing with? If I'm not comfortable with being embarrassed, propose in private. If I am comfortable with being embarrassed, yeah, go ahead and propose. Propose in the mall.
Mm-hmm.
And if she says no, get back up and go on with your day. Don't just stand there looking defeated, because you knew embarrassment would ensue if she said no. And then you have, like, even worse than this, you have those guys where they do the whole, like, they rent an area out and they go big. Like, they do the decorations and the balloons, and they bring in, like, people and family or whatever they do. It's a huge thing. Mm-hmm. And they're doing all of this huge stuff because they want the moment. They want that moment of doing this huge thing, and she says yes, and it all comes together, and you would just explode with this happiness. That's the goal, is that happiness. But you're gambling. You're essentially gambling.
Yeah.
Because you want that happiness, but you're also planning for that embarrassment. Because you're doing all this big stuff, right? If she says no, it's gonna be a big embarrassment. So you're gambling on that embarrassment versus that happiness and that joy feeling that you're gonna.
Yeah, like, I feel like the dude was not. This makes me think that the dude thought the relationship was way ahead of what he thought it actually is or was. So he wasn't aware of this, and now he became aware. Maybe, or another take at this. Maybe she wanted a private proposal. She told him, and then he said in his mind, he's like, "No, I'm gonna do public." And then this happened. I don't know. There's a lot of scenarios.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know, but
I've talked to enough women to know that when it comes to a marriage proposal, a good number of women, as long as they look good, as long as they look refreshed that day, like, got their hair done, their nails done, whatever their own personal sense of beauty is, as long as they look beautiful that day when you propose, that's their condition. And
Yeah.
some women are family oriented, some women are friend oriented, some women are location oriented. It's just something you learn from your partner.
Yeah.
But I know like they want to be beautiful that day. They want certain people around at that time, or even the person they might not want anyone around at the time. So they want a certain aspect of people to be around at that time. You have to understand that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so when you're planning your proposal, you have to accommodate so many factors, and those factors are going to be individual. What's up, Kyla? Yeah, those factors are going to be individual to that woman, and the way you learn those factors is through the relationship. The relationship is the conversation of what do you want your proposal and our marriage to look like. That's the conversation. It's that relationship.
yeah,
And
but
if you don't pay
also
attention, then you get knowed on camera, and I have no sympathy for you.
but also I think that I agree with you, but I think it's also fine to specifically explicitly talk about the proposal, if it's okay or not. Like do
Yeah,
we see yourselves, be straight up, do you see
yeah,
my
absolutely.
do you see yourselves being married? And sometimes you have to have that conversation, sometimes you don't. It depends on the partner. For example, like me, my proposal, I did it in public, and Gabby told me that she didn't want it to be in public, but I still did it because I in my mind I wanted to do it public, but it wasn't in front of a bunch of people like at the mall. Like we were pretty alone. It was just like a family there. That's it. But I think in this video, the woman, she could have been nicer. Like she could have, but you disagree. You disagree with me, and that's fine. But I think the woman could have said, low key, let's talk about it later, not just run away like that. Or
I mean, that's
I
probably
don't
what
know.
she says. Like, look, like, get up, bro. We can talk about this later, or something like that. And then let's say he stayed there on one knee, confused, like, oh, what you don't want to marry me? And she left, like she was supposed to do. Look, we'll talk about this later. All right, like we gotta stop this publicity because this ain't the look we should be putting out right now. Hey, can we talk about this later? Well, what do you mean later? Bow. We are gonna talk about this later, but for right now, like, get off the floor, my guy. There's an episode where the punishment, they tell the guy he has to answer no to any questions people ask him. They go into a packed baseball stadium. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
I don't know if it was in Practical Jokers, but there's a video that I saw where basically a couple goes to the baseball game, and then the dude's
And she
roommate,
proposed.
he has to say, she proposes to him, he has to say no in front of the entire stadium. Maybe I saw that clip, maybe not. But the clip I'm talking about is this couple goes to a baseball game, and then the roommate, uh, he puts like a giant poster, like the girl's name, "Please marry me," and then the dude is like what? I didn't tell him to put that up, and then it's super awkward, and then they both get mad at each other, and they split up. But it was crazy.
Stay mad.
um,
I guess Vladimir. Maybe not right now, man. Our episode's getting a little long, so
Yeah.
I'll check it out some other time. The crowd was booing and she was crying. It was a prank. See, I don't like pranks. I don't like pranks. I don't like prank content. I don't like prank shows.
I used to back in
I,
the day.
I see the humor in them, but I think they do a lot of negative.
Oh, did you hear about that guy? There was a guy who just passed away last month because of a prank. You heard about that?
No.
Okay, so dude, you're gonna. This is crazy. So this dude was a YouTuber, of course, a YouTuber who was trying to do a prank show, and this dude would get out a. It was like a plastic knife, but it looked real. So
Idiot.
you know where this story is going. So this dude would take out the knife and put a mask on, and then like harass people, and then the people would run away. They'd be super scared. But there was a dude this was in Tennessee, in your home
Let's go.
state. So there was a dude who he did this to, and the dude pulled out a gun and just shot him, and he died because of this prank.
Yeah. See what we learned. Quit
Yeah.
being stupid.
For
Look,
being stupid.
people do stupid shit. All right. Look, one of the key rules in life is you have to be like you have to accept the consequences that come along with your actions. So when you're stupid, stupid shit is gonna happen to you, and you have to accept that whether you want to or not.
Yeah.
So this guy's stupid shit was going around pretending to rob people and to threaten their life. Well, the consequences of you pretending to harm people is you are actually harmed. Now look at you, leaking,
Yeah, like
dead.
like if you saw somebody charging at you with a knife, what would you do? You would try to defend
I'm gonna
yourself.
shoot 'em.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask no questions. I'm not gonna. Well, what if this is a prank? You know, I bet there's a camera around here somewhere. No. Split second decision. My life or yours. I choose me every time. It was a prank, bro. You shot me. Yeah. I do it again. You still got the knife? I don't know. It was a prank, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
You could be saying that just to get me off you. I'm gonna shoot you again. It was a prank, bro. You got me. I'm gonna turn my back so you can stab me for real. No. I'm gonna shoot you again.
The Darwin
I'm being
Award.
stupid.
But yeah, I think we got to wrap up this show. It's almost 2 hours, man.
Yeah, man. This is a banger of an episode, man. This is absolutely fun. I actually made it through this one, so yeah, we back on track. This is episode 9. So hey, next week is gonna be episode 10. We're finally hitting double digits, so we gotta do something special for the boys.
Yep. And
So we'll get that figured out. So let's go ahead. Let's take some questions, comments, and concerns from the chat. What's up, y'all? Talk to me. What y'all want to talk about right before we wrap this up?
yeah, we gotta go. So make it quick. I know Human Hunter wanted us to watch a video, but maybe next time, man. I feel like we need to wrap up right now.
Slaine's a prime example. Yeah, I almost threw Nitro for playing a prank on me.
There was dude. This episode was it was a lot of drama heavy episode.
The Spargo interview.
Spargo?
Spargo's what, like 12?
Why?
Spargo's not in my circle, bro. He doesn't meet the age requirement.
He's
This is
14.
what I'm telling you. If Spargo want to talk on somebody's podcast, he can find some other 14-year-old with a Twitch channel.
Yeah,
He's not in my circle.
I'm not like Spargo's cool and all, but like I don't want to hang out with him like that. Like he's too young.
Say the pranks lane. All right, so I was at this tournament and I was watching a set, and Nitro sneaks up behind me without me noticing, and then he throws his arm around me like he's trying to headlock me. So of course, it's me or you. I choose me every time. I grabbed his arm and I'm about to flex his shit. Like I'm about to throw him over my shoulder. This is now my arm. I have 3 arms from this point on for the rest of my life. All right, I am claiming this arm. I'm ready to just sever this arm from his body before he screams out, "Oh, Slaine! Oh, it's me!"
Bro, that reminds me of middle school. This is a short story. So basically, my friend and I. So in middle school, I used to be the tallest guy in the whole class because I was this tall. I was 5'6/7".
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't grown since middle school. But in middle school, I was the tallest dude there. So my best friend, he's tall. He's the same height as me. He wrapped up like he came behind me, like put me in a headlock, and I didn't know who it was. He didn't want to tell me, and I was just like, "Let me go." And then I got so mad and I flipped him. And then,
let's go.
And then this dude landed on his back, and he was like, "Oh, it was just a prank, bro." And I was like,
This is
bro,
prank, bro.
like, tell me, like, that's not cool. It's your fault.
Oh man, whenever I get a soundboard for my stream, I'm throwing that on there. It was a prank, bro.
No, it was not Hedda. It was not Hedda.
It was a prank.
I was
bro.
taller than Hedda back then.
Let's see, Colin. You say, did I talk about the Nintendo Direct?
Oh.
We talked about Pyra's anime titties. We talked about that.
Yeah,
but,
we talked about the controversy between Pyra, Mithra, and the Smash community. HBox.
The Direct wasn't that impressive. I saw a few things. They have that Fire Emblem looking game.
Mario Golf.
I don't remember. Splatoon 3 though.
What?
Look, I don't want to give Nintendo any more of my money, but Splatoon 3
Bruh.
kind of got me hyped.
Really?
Not even just because I like the game. I just like the characters. I like the design and the art. So
it was
I'm not
trash.
really. I'm not saying the game was good. All right. I didn't play Splatoon 2. I didn't buy it. but I do like the art in Splatoon. So I guess what I'm looking forward more so than the game is the content that'll come from. Like I love the art style in Splatoon. I love the colors, the bright colors. I like the character designs with the inks, the inklings and the squids and stuff like it's I can't really put it in words. I just appreciate Splatoon for Splatoon, but not as the game Splatoon.
As far as Nintendo Directs go and new Smash characters go, I personally am. I was not impressed by this Nintendo Direct at all. But except for Mario Golf, I'm pretty hyped for that. But I'm pretty happy that you, Colin, and other people are hyped up for Splatoon 3. Like, I'm happy for you guys, and I'm happy for Xenoblade fans who got their character in Smash. I'm just not into it, and it's fine. I'm not gonna say it was a bad Nintendo Direct because some people liked what they got, but I personally did not. But it doesn't make it bad.
Slaine is the artist. Let's go. Let's see. Hunter, you said you have 2 times you have to defend yourself, plus you got some fighting game roundtable news. You have to defend yourself from the accusation? Oh, wait, hey, there was 2 different times I had to defend myself, but I don't know if you want to hear it. Okay, yeah, from the accusation. No, man, you don't have to talk about it. You don't have to talk about it. We're already running pretty long, but yeah, so I am sorry that you had to go through that and you're living your life in a way to where it affects your decisions. Oh, for something different? Okay, what happened? What happened?
Well, we wait for that. I think this Nintendo Direct was weak, but like, yeah, honestly, I was expecting something better because we waited more than a year for one. We haven't had one in more than a year, so I was disappointed. But I mean, I'm happy for the Xenoblade fans and for the Splatoon fans. That's cool.
Hey, you know what else too? Like, they showed the Mario Golf.
Yeah, that looks hype.
I'm kind of, I'm not a golf. I'm not playing golf. I do not like the sport of golf at all.
Yeah, me neither.
But, TK brought this up on Twitter. It's like this does open the realm of another, Strikers game.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Strikers.
Yep.
I didn't play it that much as a kid because I didn't own it. But when I did play it, I loved it. I love Strikers. So if we get another Strikers game, Nintendo might actually be getting my money. Or I don't know. They had another Mario sports game on the Wii where it had like volleyball and basketball and I think a few other sports.
They had basketball, football, soccer.
Yeah, and that game was hype as fuck too. So if they do that again, Nintendo might be getting my money. Okay, so it's like first time was similar to Slicer. He had an arm locked behind my back, and you freaking judo flipped him on in defense. Let's go.
That's how I felt. I never took judo, and I flipped him.
Get fucking tossed. It is like the second time this chick was picking fights with everyone. Beat her ass. She tried to kick me in the back, but she ended up hitting the ground because you caught her with the Chun-Li high kick. Oh wait, like the spinning bird kick, or you just like roundhoused her shit. Either way, I'm hyped. I'm all for beating the shit out of people who are trying to be stupid.
Well, I've been meaning to look at the stocks right after a Nintendo Direct. I just never done it. Investors want to see what we want to see.
Always be super excited to not announce Mother 3 again. Hey man, I've been waiting on Prime. I've been waiting on Prime 4 for 25 years, so. The second side, it's good for investors. Nah, I don't think this direct was good for investors. Nah, Nintendo, nah, investors, no, we don't care about Nintendo's. Prime is in development hell. I bet that shit ain't never coming out. It's like we used to say about Kingdom Hearts 3. It's like, yeah, that shit ain't never coming out.
Half-Life, isn't it Half-Life 3?
Yeah, Half-Life 3. Like, yeah, it's not real, bro. It's not coming out.
But all right, guys, I think we got to wrap it up there. It's 2 hours almost on the dot.
Yeah, a little over. Oh yeah, new Guilty Gear game. I might actually play this. I played a little
Strive,
bit of Xrd.
Right?
Yeah, Strive. Yeah. I played a little bit of Xrd, but I broke my fight stick, so I dropped it, and then I started playing Blaze Blue. But yeah, I might actually pick up Strive.
Yeah, I think it was all this week that was playable, right?
Yeah, the beta.
Yeah, I saw a lot of things on Twitter and they looked good. Like they looked cool.
That game needs a lot of balance. A lot of balance work. That's all I'm gonna say about it because we gotta end this episode. But that game still needs a lot of balance work. Otherwise, it's gonna be there's gonna be some interesting tournaments.
All right, I'm gonna do a last shameless plug, even though it's my Twitch channel, but I'm still gonna call it a shameless plug. But if you sub right now, or whenever you sub, you get one of these actually next to your name. So yeah, the more months you're subbed for, the cooler the color changes to. So yeah, check it out. I think Meanie has.
Oh, I want
one.
that purple one. Oh, that's me.
Yeah, Meanie has one. Look at the red one. Well, the purple one's
9
nice.
months?
Yeah.
That's me. Oh, hold on, I'm in there.
Yeah.
I got my prime. Oh yeah.
Get in here, guys, if you guys want one of these.
I got my
And
prime.
I'm gonna try to stream more because I'm pretty hyped with what I got. This chair, this mic, this headset. So hopefully tomorrow, if I don't have too much work, I'm gonna stream.
Let's go.
Hey, let's go, Slaine.
Give me that Disney one. I got the green one for now. Look, 9 months. 9 months, and I'm in there with that purple one. That purple one is hot.
Let's go. Thank you.
But all right, folks, that's gonna be it for our episode. Thanks for coming to watch the Slicer and Slaine, the Slaine and Slicer show for another week. This one felt really good. This one was kind of my comeback week because the past 2 weeks have been I've had my own issues.
Who do you?
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. No answer. I'm sorry, bro. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. So let's see. Before you do, what do you guys think SNK will pick up? Like, who do you think SNK will pick up from Guilty Gear to be in Sam's show? I have no idea.
I'm not familiar with any of those shows, any of those games. Sorry, I'm not a.
Oh, you don't know about Sam's show?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I have no idea. If I had to guess, probably it felt or maybe like Soul Bad Guy or Kai Kisuke. I think those are like the 3 main faces of Guilty Gear. So probably one of them.
Oh, yo, talking about fighting games. Did you see the Mortal Kombat trailer?
For the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro.
Yeah, that looks hype.
It looks pretty good.
Hype.
Looks pretty good.
It looks pretty hype.
I'm not a Mortal Kombat fan, but I played it as a kid and I know the characters a little bit. And what they do was gory in the trailer, which is what I wanted, which is what everybody wanted. Okay, those I don't even know who those characters are, but if you're happy,
you're biking.
I'm happy.
All right, folks.
Yep.
Thanks for coming to the show.
All right, guys. So let me see who's I forgot to check who's streaming right now. Hungry Box. We talked about him today.
Hungry Box is streaming. Karis Mai is streaming. I've been watching a bunch of Karis Mai because I fall asleep to his channel really easily.
Actually, let's
if y'all are into speed runs, the current world record holder for Super Metroid is running 100% right now. Zost.
Yeah, Colin, I was about to say that. It was either that or Soldier, and the Biggie Cheese is a homie of mine. He's pretty cool. He plays with Debo on his stream all the time, and yeah, he's a cool dude. So right now he's streaming some Smash. So if you want to see some Smash action, yeah, Biggie's chill. Yeah, he's cool. He came to San Diego
Shofu
last month. He came to San Diego last month, but I didn't get to meet him. But hopefully next time. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for this episode. It was super fun. And Slaine, any last words?
Nah, we gonna tune it out. To
but
what did I call this? This is the boyfriend voice. This.
All right, make sure you guys follow Biggie. And what should we say in this chat?
I mean, if y'all were some subs, we could drop the stay mads, but yeah, y'all ain't real.
Y'all ain't real. I have it.
Yeah, the stay mad. Yeah, y'all ain't real.
I'm just too lazy to get it right now.
All right.
All right, guys.
For Biggie.
And it's 9:01. I'm gonna raid right now. So have a good night, everybody. Later.
Yeah, that's fair. Definitely a clown.
Wait, did it work?
I think mine's fucked up.
Uh-oh. I don't think it worked.
Hosting the Biggie. I see you're hosting. It says you're hosting the Biggie Cheese. Lee, I think something's fucked up.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna regret this.
It's just a black screen, right?
Wait, what?
Look, the skin is actually pretty fun to use.
Refresh. How do I... What the heck?
Oh, according to Colin, you're still live. You're not hosting.
Oh, really?
You're still on your channel.
No way. How
Wait,
do I change...
undo the host and then rehost.
Ask the chat what they think of this skin. Chat, what do you think
How do I do that? Oh, let me figure it out.
Yeah, unhost and then restart the host.
That's super weird. I've never seen that.
Man, at this point, you might as well just turn the stream off because
Nah, hold on.
everybody's going. Wait, it's worth it for. Wait, Colin, what'd you say? It's worth it for a Biggie.
Yeah, I saw that. You got it? Oh, really?
Wait, it's back on your channel now.
No way.
Yeah, do the raid again. Start the raid again. Just do it again. Just do it again.
Okay. Let me know when you see it.
Wait, Colin, you're asking for my Twitter handle? I think it's 901 Slaine at 901 Slaine.
Banjo around for characters like this.
Yeah, at 901 Slaine.
Lagging. Why am I lagging? Oh, we're good. Okay, that was weird.
All right, there we go.
Oh, it's working?
The Biggie Cheese, yeah. So now we can go to
Yo, Slicer in the raid?
gang gang.
Oh, shoot, only two?
I'm getting my ass kicked by Simon right now.
Oh, we got a fox. Oh, let's go. Hold up. Ooh.
I thought...
Mixed. Oh, the struggle.
But I totally did not escape.
The struggle.
Oh, man.